The airwaves are supposed to be controlled, monitored, predictable. Television and radio broadcasts follow strict regulations. Everything you see and hear is planned, scheduled, deliberate. But sometimes something breaks through. Over the years, there have been mysterious broadcast interruptions that defy explanation. Strange messages, eerie voices, and bizarre images that appeared on TV and radio without warning, only to vanish just as suddenly. Some were pranks, others were the work of hackers, but a few, no one knows where they came from. Here are 5 of the creepiest broadcast interruptions that remain unexplained. In 1977, a quiet evening of British television turned into something out of a science fiction nightmare. Viewers watching the evening news on Southern television suddenly saw their screen distort, their speakers filling with a deep, distorted voice. The signal had been hijacked by someone or something calling itself Vrillion, claiming to be a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command. The voice warned humanity to abandon war, technology and greed, stating that Earth was on the verge of destruction. The eerie monologue lasted 6 minutes before the original broadcast was restored. No one ever took responsibility, and authorities were never able to trace the source. On the night of November 22, 1987, Chicago's WGN Channel 9 news was suddenly interrupted by something bizarre. The screen flickered and was replaced by a man wearing a Max Headroom mask, a character from a popular cyberpunk TV show. The figure, dressed in a suit, swayed back and forth as a distorted, metallic voice spewed nonsense and cryptic phrases. Then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the broadcast returned to normal. Later that same night, another station, WTW Channel 11, was hijacked again by the same masked figure. This time the interruption was even stranger, featuring muffled screaming, distorted laughter and bizarre hand gestures. The hijacker was never caught. In the late hours of September 11, 1977, a local broadcast in Italy was interrupted by a chilling message. A robotic voice, seemingly from nowhere, suddenly took over the airwaves, speaking in an emotionless monotone. "This is a warning," it said. "Mankind is in grave danger." The message continued for over a minute before the signal abruptly cut out. Unlike other hijackings, no one ever stepped forward to claim responsibility. Some suspected a political statement, others a psychological experiment. But to this day, the source remains unknown. In 2007, residents of Lake County, Illinois, were startled when their regularly scheduled cable programming was replaced by something terrifying. The screen turned black, then flickered to reveal a distorted emergency alert message. Unlike standard alerts, this one contained no information, no location, no reason for the warning, just an eerie, robotic voice repeating the words, "This is not a test." The message lasted for a full minute before disappearing. Cable companies denied any involvement and no explanation was ever given. Perhaps the most chilling of all happened in 1971 when an emergency alert mistakenly informed the entire United States that nuclear war was imminent. The emergency broadcast system was meant to be used only in the most extreme national crises, and on the morning of February 20th, 1971, that moment seemed to have arrived. The alert interrupted radio and TV stations across the country, informing listeners that the US was under attack. Panic spread as people waited for further information. Then, 40 minutes later, another message came. "Disregard, this is a false alarm." Officials later blamed a simple coding error, but for 40 long minutes, millions of Americans believed the world was ending. Some of these interruptions can be explained. Hoaxes, pranks, simple errors. But others, the voices, the distorted faces, the cryptic warnings, they remain a mystery. Were they elaborate stunts, messages from beyond, or something even stranger? Which of these broadcast interruptions do you find the creepiest? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more eerie mysteries. Until next time, keep your signal clear. You never know who might be watching.